I'm Phil Haslanger. I'm pastor at Memorial United Church of Christ in Fitchburg, which is just outside of Madison. I grew up in Marinette, so that's home turf for me up there in northeast Wisconsin. Over the time I've been here, I've had a chance to do a lot of thinking and work around issues of domestic violence. So for folks who have had a recent loss, who have had a loved one killed, I hope, first of all, you recognize the swirl of emotions that you're feeling are the kinds of emotions everyone may feel in this situation. There's shock, there's grief, there's anger, there's maybe blaming yourself a little bit for what could I have done differently, maybe blaming the victim, saying how could they be in that position. All of these things are kind of natural reactions, and I'd urge you not to get overwhelmed by any one of them. They're all part of what we would call spiritual life, and our spiritual lives aren't always smooth and calm as much as we wish they would be. So for some people at a time like this, turning to whatever belief system they have, whatever God they hold close to them, may be a comfort, or it may be a question of how could God let this happen? Those are also really common reactions. And I guess I would urge you to take your time with each of those kinds of questions, to recognize that in our various faith traditions, I'm most familiar with Judaism and Christianity. Within Judaism, if you look at the Psalms, they're prayers and songs that people wrote centuries ago expressing rage at God, rage at others, anguish within oneself, all the kinds of feelings we have after an unexpected, tragic, violent death. And the people who wrote those Psalms sort of reached out to God and said, why is this happening? Help me. Don't let me be alone. Within the Christian story, we know of Jesus facing execution and being in anguish and not wanting to face that, and his followers being afraid and being angry and scattering and coming back together. And I think that's that coming back together that becomes really important in the aftermath of an event like this, to not let yourself be alone, to the degree that you can reach out to God and feel that God is still with you. That matters, but it also matters to reach out to other people and let God's love come to you through the people who can surround you and hold you, to be able to talk about this with others, to not be ashamed about the feelings you're having, but to give them expression and let others help you carry them. Not to take the not always helpful things some people might say to you, be able to cast those aside and hang on to the gems of what people may say to you. And then know that not only with the people close to you, but there are wider communities who are holding you in their love and their care and their prayers to sustain you during this time. You don't need to be alone. Be with someone else along the way.